Okay, Homebrew Wednesday. Here I am in the middle of Germany, in the middle of the forest, and I'm going to try a German Dunkel I haven't tried before, so I hope you enjoy the experience. Homebrew Wednesday. Just finished a week on call where I couldn't drink my beer. First day off, so beautiful weather. I'm going to ramble a little bit, not only about beer and other things, but first of all, so we got a Nude Ludwig Dunkel. I'll show you the beer bottle later on so you can see the branding and stuff like that. So let's talk working retirement. I already decided I wanted to have a working retirement, and you know, a lot of people live and they want to go to, they want to work, and when they get older, retire and enjoy their retirement years. Well, it's a state of mind. I don't have to wait until I'm 62 and find a retirement job to enjoy my retirement. So it's Tuesday night, almost 8 o'clock. I still got about an hour and 15 minutes of sunlight. Here I am in the middle of the woods. Why can't I believe or think that I'm retired now? This is perfect. You know, there's hardly any sound from anything except for nature. I've got a beer here which I'm going to taste and enjoy. So I'm sharing these moments with you that are watching. But it's something to think about. If you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, you know, you don't have to wait until you have retired to enjoy retirement. I'm making this is going to be my retirement hour. So sit back, grab a beer, and enjoy your retirement hour with me. Okay. Oh. I'm not supposed to be tasting it like that, but what the hell? Who says I have to taste it any way I want? Okay, beer cap going in the pocket. I'm not one to litter. So, got good carbonation, nice head, light beige. The beer itself, holding it up to the sun, you can, you know, it's clear, almost like a dark amber color. Not bad. Still have to work on my palate. Still have to work on being able to distinguish different tastes. That is definitely one of those weaknesses that I have. Not bad. Looks like a good beer to enjoy. Of course, I'm a Dunkel fan. So used to Pilsners and stuff like that we don't taste them. There goes a bicyclist. Someone else enjoying their time after work, or maybe they're retired and just enjoying the nice cool air. It's low 70s, maybe upper 60s right now. So the second part of this video will have me tasting my homebrew, my Indian Pale Ale, after 2 weeks being primed in a bottle, 2 weeks of fermentation before that, and 2 days in the refrigerator. We'll see how that we'll see how that's developing. So, this is nice. Okay, I guess you probably just don't want to hear silence. I'll have some more of that later before I take off. Still looking for local homebrew stores here in Germany. See, Dortmund has a homebrew supply, but that's 2 hours, well, 3 hours north of here. There's a place around Lake Constance, which is over 2 hours away from here. Looks like there might be something in Hornbach, which is less than 2 hours. So I'm still looking at a couple online German homebrew stores for my supplies, because then I don't have to, I can have it delivered straight to my house and I don't have to go somewhere else to pick up my mail. We won't talk about mail. I did get introduced to Homebrew online site in the US. I see they also deliver to APO, FPO addresses. I looked at their online catalog today, and actually it looks like they got quite a selection of stuff. So I may order some things from them to get a feel for their delivery and their instructions. This is early August. I see they have a pumpkin ale, and they also have a Christmas beer kit. So I'm thinking maybe I could brew up the pumpkin ale for Thanksgiving, and then brew up the Christmas ale for Christmas. So thinking in advance. I still got that dark pale ale to brew, and I am going to brew that. Oh, I had made my decision. I'm going to brew that. It calls for 1 kilogram of sugar. I'm going to brew that with honey, because it is fermentable, but it also adds some flavor, maybe a little complexity to the taste. Don't know when I'm going to brew it yet. We are planning to go back to the Midwest probably in September. So I've got to make sure that my fermentation is finished before we go. So if I'm talking 2 weeks fermentation time, that means I would need to brew it by the middle of August. So maybe a week from now I'll have to brew that so I can have it completely fermented and bottled. Then if I go to the States, it doesn't matter because it's bottled and it's just being conditioned and maturing. So maybe that's the plan. Maybe around 15 August, go ahead and brew that dark pale ale. This weekend coming up, I plan on trying to make a batch of makgeolli / tongdongju. Pick up the sweet rice end of this week. I've already got the Nude, which is the enzyme that will break down the starches from rice into sugar. Throw some yeast in there as well, and that's supposed to be ready around 7 days fermentation time. So that'll be interesting. So there. Checking for wood ticks. Got to keep your eyes open. Yeah, there's no wind today. I can hear the highway over there, hear the airplanes. Usually if there's a little bit of wind going through the woods, this far up, I normally can't hear the highway. So it's really a still day. It's going to be a clear night. It'll probably be pretty cool tonight. This morning it was like low 60s and foggy. Well, that beer goes down pretty smooth. Can't complain about that. And we have another jogger coming up the right trail. Won't even see me. Oblivious. I'm only, what? Let's see, 20 feet from the road? Well, it's a path. And cars can actually drive on. Oh, we got a couple of joggers coming. Let's see if they see me or not. No, completely oblivious. 30 feet from the road, and they can't see me. It's clear path, clear as day. Oh, we got another one coming this way. Doo-da, 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 day, doo-da, doo-da. Maybe he'll see me. Oh. He saw me. I passed him on the bicycle going that way. Maybe he saw my bike first. Interesting. Life is good. Life is good. Cheers to Dad. Take time to smell the roses. You can fast forward ahead if you want. I got no problem with that. I'm sure you can see under the meter when I switch over to the tasting of the of my homebrew a little later on. But I figured I'd let you enjoy some of the nature out here in the woods. I'm hearing sound where there's no sound. You know, they say that silence is deafening. Wow. If I had a GoPro, I'd drive through the woods so you could see the deer that I see as I'm driving through the woods sometimes, but money's tight right now, so I can't just go out and spend $300-400 for a GoPro just to videotape things. Ant. How the hell did you get way up there? So what kind of beer are you drinking? Why don't you tell me in your comments section below. Don't just sit here and watch my video. So, you know, next time before you start the video, if you're going to watch Homebrew Wednesday by Waller, I want you to not watch it until you're ready to sit down and have a beer with me. I want to know what you're drinking, what you're trying. I need to figure out how to put my chair on that bike, because then I could stop anywhere I want in the woods. There's a couple places in the woods that way that had a clearing, so you'd have a little bit better light. But looks like lighting's not going to be too bad for this video, because then I could stop anywhere. I'd rather be further down that way anyway, or I could even go a little further into the woods where the deer are. Maybe we could catch some deer on my iPad. I'm using an iPad for this video. Who'd have thunk it? I bet this would be really good on draft. I'd have to scale 1 to 5. I'd have to give it about a 4. So I would buy it again. Actually I didn't buy this one. We had an inspection at work and did really well. So the boss had a party and he had cold cuts and cheese and meat and cake and beer. And so this is one of the beers I snagged. I also got a Hefeweizen. Now I don't like Hefeweizen. It just I haven't acquired the taste for the flavor yet. But I'm going to use that for baking my no-knead beer bread. So Hefeweizen I think would be perfect for that. It's got a little stronger flavor to it. Adds flavor to the bread. As it is, I used my red pale ale, remainder of my red pale ale for the last loaf of bread we made. I couldn't drink it. That was just too sour. So hey, throw it in the beer, throw it in the bread mix. Wow, still got an hour before sunset. Excuse me. You know something else about Germany. You know, here I am in the middle of the woods. Now, if you're in the Midwest, you're in Minnesota or Wisconsin, can you sit in the middle of the woods like this an hour before sunset and not see any mosquitoes? Oh my God. I tell you what, this is, I really like it over here in Germany. Oh, we got another jogger coming. Got headphones. He won't see me. No. He saw me. I was wrong. That's good. Someone's paying attention. Don't worry, I'll give you my view as road from here. So I can taste the bitterness. Bitter and sour is different. I still think mine was sour. I've got to figure that out. So I'm still thinking fermentation's too high. So I'm hoping the weather will cool down a little bit in a week from now. Or I'm going to have trouble. I'm thinking about experimenting. Maybe if I fill the bathtub with water, I wonder what temperature that water would stay at. Would that be like at 70 degrees if the house is at 75? You know, because the water evaporating, it's gonna lose heat. Or is it gonna gain heat? I think that's another experiment I'll have to do. Dragonfly. Dragonflies are our friends. They eat mosquitoes. So maybe this is a little dry and a little bitter. It's actually making me thirsty. Should do this more often. Have to slow things down in life a little bit. Don't get caught up in Facebook and watching TV shows and movies and TV programs and playing games. Just come out here. Listen to the silence. Breathe in some clean air. Get some exercise in the process. Alrighty then. Ooh, that was good. I'm going to break camp. I'm going to stop the video and then change it around so you can see the road. You can look around the trees, so I've still got a little bit of light. And then I'm going to get on the bike and ride around a bit. I'd like to see some deer before I go home. So here's the view from where I'm sitting. You can see the path. There's my bike. You can see the path in front of me. There's plenty of space for them to see me. Of course, coming this way, it might be a little hard to see me if they're looking straight ahead and they're talking or whatever. Let's look up in the trees. Pretty shades of green. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice way to relax in the middle of the week after work. Alright, so see you when I get back to the house, or if we catch a deer, I'll try and show you. Okay, back at the house, I promised to show you the label of the beer that I had in the woods. This is it. It's actually from Bavaria. Alright, so we've done a taste of a commercial Dunkel out in the woods. And I gave that around a 4. So I got a glass of water and rinse my mouth out. So my mouth is fairly neutral. Now we get to try mine again. So using this handy dandy beer cooler. I'm not going to use a German glass. I'll use this so I can keep the beer a little colder. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. Sounded like it was carbonated. Not as clear as... Wish I was outside, I could see better. Hold that thought. Let's do the Craig faraway light test. I don't know how well that shows it or not. I guess I'll see when I review the video. The real question comes to taste. Oh. Well, even though it doesn't look like it's very carbonated, I mean, it's got good mouthfeel. I think the sour note has mellowed out a little bit since last week. And it is, if it is, you know, it's an IPA kit, so I think I've already just determined from those pale ales I had at Heidelberg that IPA is not my choice of beer styles. I think our daughter is Skyping in the next room, so let me go ahead and show her the beer and then I'll come back. Trying on clothes. Not too interested in beer. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a problem finishing off this beer. So I've still got that. I still got that dark pale ale. I think if I add the honey to sweeten it, oh my, add the honey to sweeten it. Maybe that'll counter the sour, the little bit of a sour note I've got. And then the pumpkin beer, so we're brewing. So this is, you know, we got like 30 some bottles of this. This will last a month. This will take me into September. So I do brew the dark pale in the middle of August. And that should take me through September. That gives me October, November, December. So I need a beer for October. So October, I guess a couple of choices. I could do an Oktoberfest beer. Although what I'd really like to try is a stout, one of those chocolatey or milk or cream stouts. That's what I'd really like to try. But I think those, they want you to age longer. Well, we'll see. I've already got 2 of them picked out. I just need to decide what I want to brew after the pale ale. I did find online a map that actually has all the pin drops for all the home brew pubs, breweries, home brew stores in Germany. I had a German list that has by state all the cities that they're in, but they're not linked to the map. So that means I'm trying to look up, oh, where's this Berg, or where's this Burger, where's this Bach, and I'd have to go through each one of those and put it on a map anyway. So I can say, okay, what one do I want to visit next? So with this map, I can take the, I guess I can take the 2 different sites and look at it and go, okay, so what breweries do we have that are close? I want to go south from here because in a couple months' time we're going to be moving an hour north, so let's hit the southern breweries first, and then when we move north, you know, then I can hit the breweries that are north of here because they'll be closer to where we're living at that time. I guess that's about all I've got, so I think this is going to be plenty long enough with my time in the woods. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I'll see you next week. Cheers to all of you that brew your own beer, and I hope some of you get interested in trying a home brew or trying to make it. My next video, next time I brew, I'm going to try and set up the camera better so you can see more of the process. There are plenty of videos out there that show how to brew beer. Brewing TV has a real good series of about 60 videos. Craig Tube has some great videos for beginners with small sets using the kitchen and stuff like that to brew your beers. So you don't have to have a lot of money or outlay of money to brew beer. And Craig is still going. It's been like 4 years plus, I think, that he's been doing YouTube videos. Brewing TV stopped in 2012, so they're not really showing any new videos anymore. I guess that's all I got. Cheers. Till next time.